Well, guys, commiserations. First game was pretty tight, and you were neck and neck with them for the majority. Second game, obviously, didn't go the way you would have wanted. What's your initial reflection on that one?
I'm really disappointed at the moment. I think obviously we love playing in here, and I'm as disappointed for myself as I am for the crowd, because I don't think we put on the best show there. Like the second half of the second set, she must have had like a 9-point run on a serve, which just isn't great, but we really struggled to sort of find the length and get the attack on that second end, so we were always kind of on the back foot a little bit, which is just disappointing. Like you say, we did some really good stuff in the first set, but I think there was probably 5, 6, maybe more really easy errors that just sort of cost us, and I think the score was 18 or 19 or something, so that made a big difference. So yeah, just disappointed in it. I think we wanted to do better for ourselves, and just especially here.
In terms of that, if an opponent's on a run like that where they get something like 9 points in a row, what do you do? Like, yes, okay, you can work on your own stuff, but sometimes do you have to hold your hands up and say, they're just on one and there's only so much you can do?
Yeah, absolutely. I think after the break in the first set, they changed the way that they were playing, and I think for the rest of the match we really struggled to adapt to that. I think we managed to stay with them in that first set, but I don't think we were ever fully in control, and then they just continued pressing on that same style in the second, and we just struggled to get to the net first, and ultimately we were always giving the attack away, and eventually against top pairs like that they're going to get through you. Yeah, really disappointed, but as you say, hats off to them. They played a really good match.
Noticed at the end the long embrace. We know how much the tournament means to you, and how much your journey is meant to each other respectively. Was there anything behind the long embrace?
You go up and I'll cry. Not one cry.
No, I think we probably don't know how long we'll be playing for. We've both had our injury struggles over the last year or two, and we know every single tournament we go to, we don't know if it's going to be the last time we go there. It may or may not be, but every single time we step out on court at the moment, we want it to be something that we can be proud of. Maybe that does put a little bit more pressure on ourselves, unwanted pressure, but I think maybe that was we're not 100%. Nothing is 100%, and nothing is a given. But if that is the last time we were out on that court, I wanted to remember it in a positive way.
In terms of that, is it something you're just going to go away and reflect on, give yourselves time to decompress and see what the future holds?
Yeah, for sure. Like Marcus says, nothing's set in stone. We haven't made any decisions. We're playing because we love it, I think, and we still love it. And you can see that in the emotion of like the disappointment. If we weren't disappointed, you'd be like, well, don't really care. And I think that's when you should be worried. And maybe we care a little bit too much, especially in here. But I think this past year has thrown a lot of challenges at us, personally, physically, badmintonly. It's not a word. And we've kind of been dealing with that and going through it, and I think especially recently, these past few months, we've really pulled together and we've started playing well. We're putting some good performances out there. We did last week, there was glimmers of it this week, and I think that just gives us that sort of hunger and drive to go, oh God, we could do this, we could do more, we could be in the weekend, and yeah, then it makes it even more disappointing, because that expectation's there and we want so much from ourselves.
Talk about like the injuries and stuff. You've both gone through so much, across your careers. Can you take some pride in the fact that even after all this time, everything you've both kind of gone through, you're still here, like doing your thing?
Yeah, definitely. I think we could have packed up and gone home a long time ago, quite honestly. But when in the last Olympics in Tokyo, we both came off court and we said we want to do this again, or we want to try and do this again. Little did we know what was around the corner for us. Probably should have known once we got into our early 30s what was waiting. But it's been really tricky. But I wouldn't change a single thing that we've done. And I want to see it out to whenever that's going to be.
In terms of immediate future tournaments and stuff coming up, what's next for you guys?
We've got Swiss Open next week, so a quick turnaround for that one. We've actually got those guys first round, so I would like a bit of revenge.
Yeah, for sure.
We certainly can put out a better performance consistently across the game, so I think going into next week there's a lot for us to learn. And quite exciting to be able to kind of take that opportunity. And then possibly Spain, and then Europeans is a big one. A month away now maybe.
Yeah.
So obviously really excited for that. We've been on the podium before and we want to be on the podium again. We know if we play well, if we play consistently well, we're absolutely capable of it. So that's our sort of focus right now. Take care of ourselves through this month and put on a good show in Harlow.